गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम। We'll see the first one. नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राह ग्रासैक कर्मणे। We will read from 43rd verse, 42nd, 43rd, page 21. यथा मुञ्जादिशि कैवम् आत्मा युक्त्या समुद्धृतः शरीरत्रितयात्थीरैः परं ब्रह्मैव जायते। परात्मनोरेवम् युक्त्या संभावितैकता। See, I should be there. It is sambhavitakta. On ka, I should be there. I. Sambhavitakta is there. So on ka, I. Put I there. Paratmanorevam युक्त्या संभावितैकता। तत्त्वमस्यादिवाक्यैः सा भागत्यागेन लक्ष्यते। भागत्यागेन लक्ष्यते. We had been seeing that the main problem of the Jeev is his inability to understand himself only. Generally we try to understand others, but we are ourselves also we don't understand our mind. How can I understand somebody else? Unless we address the basic problem, the symptomatic treatment will not give relief for a long time. And therefore in Bhagavad Gita, Arjun had not asked the question, what is the nature of self? Arjun had said that, I don't know whether I should fight or not fight. What is best for me, please tell me. Yash Shreyasyan Nishchitam Bruhid Dhanme. That what is Shreyas for me? Karpanya dosha upahata svabhava prachhami tvam dharma samurcheta. Bhagavan did not say you should fight or you should not fight. Bhagavan started, said Arjun, Atma is Nitya. Atma is Nitya. Atma is Sat. Atma is Avinashi. Atma is Sarvyapi. Atma is Nirvikari. And therefore you should fight. Dasmat Achintyoyam Avyakyoyam Avikaryoyam Uchate Tasma Devam Viditvenam Nanu Shochitumarasi. You should not grieve. Basic point and the problem is that I know myself as something which I am not. I know myself as one with the adjective of doer, not conditioning of doer. One is adjective, other is conditioning. Like I say red rose or red flower. So redness is the adjective of the flower. You cannot separate the redness from the flower. Adjective cannot be separated from the noun. Tall person. So tallness cannot be separated. But conditioning can be separated. Understood? If I say the red crystal appearing on the red flower, I from a distance saw that there was a crystal which is red crystal. So when I came close to that crystal, I felt that the redness of the flower the crystal has taken, and therefore the crystal is not red. So this redness, the red flower, has become conditioning of the crystal and not the adjective of the crystal. So when I say conditioning, it is because of association I have superimposed some dharma on something else. Properties somewhere else, but because of some kind of illusion, I have superimposed it somewhere else. But in adjective, it's its own nature. So when I say I am doer, so I feel it is not a conditioning, it's an adjective. On the other hand, body is doing, three gunas are doing prakritehe kriyamanani. Third chapter. Prakritehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankar vimudhatma karta hamiti manyate. The action is in the prakriti, or the gunas or the body or the mind, and I have superimposed by mistake that gunas on me. If really it was in me, then you cannot leave that doership, like the redness cannot leave that flower, if the redness is the adjective of the flower. But the crystal's redness can be left. How? Crystal's redness can be left how? Huh? Huh? No need to move. No need to move the flower. You have to just understand. I was expecting this reply from this side also. Huh? You said like that. Huh? You have to just understand that redness is not in the flower, is not in the crystal. It is a matter of cognition only. There is no action involved. कुछ करना नहीं है. You don't have to go anywhere to remove your doership, to remove your sadness, to remove that I am the body, to remove I am the enjoyer. I have to just understand that how can the I be doer or enjoyer when the same I is going in the dream and the deep sleep and it is not enjoyer, not doer. Even when I am in the waking state, constantly I am not doer. So what is superimposed disappears and appears. And what is substratum, neither it disappears, neither it appears. Understand that. Like the jeev and the body. I always say, you know what is the meaning of birth? Birth is the appearance of a shape on me. Appearance of some particular shape on self is called birth, and disappearance of that shape on the self is called death. So what is superimposed can be mentally desuperimposed. Remember one thing, all superimpositions are mental and not physical. It is a mental superimposition. It is not a physical superimposition. So on myself, I superimpose doership or enjoyership or fathership or mothership. If moment you have superimposed, you become a sheep because it is fathership. You are becoming a sheep, somebody will now whip you to go ahead. So, this whole sadhana is that I mentally have a spare time with myself, and as the munja grass, if you remember yesterday, the tender portion of that grass is separated very carefully, otherwise it will break from that outer covering. Similarly, these three bodies which are superimposed on me has to be separated. And I always say, if you are a Vedantic student and if you are practicing Vedanta, if you are a not Vedantic student, you are a devotee, talk in a devotee's language. But if you are a Vedantic student, which you may be, please talk to yourself, not to others, in Vedantic language. Sleep has appeared in me and gone in me. Superimpose, the waking has come in me and gone in me. I have not woken up, neither I have slept. Remember that. See, we say, I woke up. I'll give you some. This is an experience. If I ask you, you say, I woke up. So this experiencer should be before experience. So the one who is saying that I woke up, there should be someone who knows that I woke up, and that should be before the waker. Got my point? One who says I woke up, there should be someone other than him. Because this is an experience, I woke up. Experiencer should be before experience. Like you say, I tasted it. It's a sour or it's sweet. That means the experiencer should be before the experience of taste, etc. Or I say, you came late. That means I should be before you to say that you came late. Your experience of coming late can be registered only when I was prior to that experience. So if you say, and how do you know it is an experience, I woke up? Experience is that which comes and goes. Now you don't have experience all the time, I woke up. That experience came and went away. Experience is a thought, knowledge. I have experience of this cricket match. I have experience of this person. So I woke up. To say this, you have to be there to experience, and therefore to be there to experience, you did not wake up. Similarly, you can multiply with I slept also. When you say I slept, there has to be experiencer to say that I slept, who was not sleeping. So this separation of the self from the three bodies or the five koshas is called your sadhana, and you realize that I am not in time, I am not in space, I am not in body, I am not in action, I am not coming and going, I am not samsari, I am the constant factor in which time and space are present and absent. This is called avasthatraya vivek. Very beautiful is there. See the 42nd shlok, second line. Shariratri tayadhirehi param brahmaiva jayate. So this is param brahmaiva jayate. So different, by the dhir person, the parabrahma is recognized. I hope this point is clear. Now let's move forward on 43rd verse, which I had not seen. What is said in 43rd verse? Para paratmanoyo. Para paratmanoho. Here par means Brahman and apar means Jeev. Paratma and aparatma. So paratma means Brahman. Between the identity, so how the Anvay will be there? Evam. Evam means in this way. Which way? Last. The separation of the three bodies from the self. Evam. Evam. So paratmanoho, between the Jeev and the Brahman. Then what is said here? Ekata. You can see ekta. You have made ekta. Sambhavit. You have made. We were not. Sambhavit ekta. Sambhavit. On the ka you put I. So ekta. Oneness of the Jeev and Brahman is sambhavit means possible, demonstrated. How? Yuktya. By logic. By logic. Why that Jeev has become Brahman? Because when Jeev goes in all three avasthas, then it is not having any limitation of the time and space. So, what is the definition of Brahman? Parichet samanya abhavatvam brahmatvam, in which there is no parichet, there is no limitation. Parichet samanya abhavatvam brahmatvam. You got it, Stanley? 43rd? Didn't get? Didn't get in your book. Okay. So, you can understand the Sanskrit one. Little. You started to study in Sanskrit, no? I think all of you read in Sanskrit or transliteration? Sanskrit only. Sanskrit only you read. Because there is no transliteration in your But they don't have habit of studying now. They read the Sanskrit only. So, paratmanoh evam yuktya sambhavitaikata. I hope this point is clear. Next line. Tattamasyadi vakyayi. Now, by the statement like Tattvamasi, Vakyahi, half sa is there, that is Visarga. Then what is there? Sa. Sa here is for Ekta. Ekta. So, what is that oneness? Bhagatyagena lakshyate. There is something called Bhagatyag. What is that Bhagatyag? Please understand. You intend to convey the part of the object, and when part is conveyed, it is called Bhagatyag. I said, please bring supposing I say, please bring the idli. So, you brought the idli on the plate with the spoon. I did not ask you for plate and spoon, but it is understood that you will not bring the idli like that. So my intention is that I will, in every communication, most of the communication, it is Bhagatyag. I actually want a part of what I did not want the whole thing, but I cannot communicate like that. This is called Bhagatyag. Although statement is made, but from that statement you have to extract exactly what is there. I say, please give me mango. Now you gave me, I'm eating mango, but you gave the mango along with the seed. So you gave the mango along with the seed. So it is intended that he will only take a part of that and not the seed. Or give me banana. You gave the banana peel also along with the banana. I said, no, I asked only for banana. Why you give banana peel? So, Bhagatyag is there. So, a part of that you retain, a part of that you reject. This is called Bhag. Elimination of the incongruous attribute. Well, what is this? I have to understand this word. That was more difficult than Bhagatyag. Bhagatyag was still easier. Elimination of the inappropriate attribute. Mental elimination. It's not a physical elimination. Supposing I say, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you very well. I'm saying I'm seeing you very well. And you are saying, no, I'm also seeing you very well. But I'm not seeing you very well. I'm not seeing your back. Neither I'm seeing your back, neither I'm seeing this part of the head, neither I'm seeing your legs. But it is understood that this portion that I'm seeing you, from that I have to take out that portion. I'm seeing your front portion only. I'm seeing your face only. I'm not seeing your back completely. Understand? All the statement will imply that whole thing is there. But from that statement, you have to cull out, you have to take out the relevant portion and leave that which was not relevant, which was not appropriate, which was out of the place, you just leave it. I hope this is clear. More example I'll give you. Supposing you say, I'm fat. You are saying to the gross body. The subtle body is not, you are not saying to subtle body and causal body that I am fat. But I can mean, when you say I, it includes subtle body, causal body. But out of the whole, I am only taking out this portion that I am fat. Or you say, I am sad. Sadness is not of the body, it is of the mind that you took out the sad. I hope you understand. This is called bhagatya. One portion, what is relevant, you take it out, and what is not that relevant, incongruous, you leave it. And mentally you leave it. Nobody will say like that. Nobody will say. Or you say, I am very dull. So this is now causal body. So I am feeling very sleepy. Gross body is not sleepy. Neither, but it is intended to tell about the causal body. Or I have ignorance, I am ignorant. So body is not ignorant. Ignorance is in the causal body. So this is called bhagatyag lakshanam. One portion you retain, other portion you eliminate, reject. Please note, not physically, mentally. So tattvamasya adi vakya, when you talk about tattvamasi, so in that there are three words are there. One is called tat, other is called tvam, and third is called asi. Many places it will come tattvamasi. I think you must have heard earlier. Vakyavritti also tattvamasi comes. And in future also, in the third chapter of Panchadashi also tattvamasi will be explained again. And many places. Where it comes tattvamasi, which Upanishad? Chandogya Upanishad. And in that also 6th chapter tattvamasi comes. 9 times tattvamasi. Shvetketu has been given the Upadesh by his father called Aruni. Let's move ahead. Okay, please move ahead. So tattvamasi, this bhaktyag is clear, I hope. And you use also, I am going for my haircut. Ab haircut doesn't mean total haircut. Only bhag will be cut. One part will be cut, other will be retained. You also go for haircut, I think. There is no hair, you go for haircut. If I go for haircut, it has some meaning. But I have not gone for haircut. It is more than 3-4 years I have gone for hair. Needs a whole. If you remember. Imagine COVID was in 2020, I think. I have not gone for haircut for 3-4 years. Even you all must have gone for haircut. You have gone? You cut your own hair. Achha, therefore it is like that. So, no, it is good, don't worry. But you also need for haircut. Sure. I'm surprised. But when you go for haircut, he only cuts a part. Therefore, mirror is in front of you so that you can tell him that please don't cut this side or that side. So that is called, although you say I'm going for haircut, doesn't mean I'm going for total haircut. I have a partial haircut is there, not for total haircut. So these are the words that we use generally. That is called bhagatyag. I want, you go there, on the hotel you go, and you say, there is written one plate, say 100 rands, 200 rands. He is not telling for one plate. He will not give you one steel plate. He will give the one food plate also. So you have to add there. So you have to take that part of that statement. So similarly, when Tattvamasi Mahavakya will be said, now understand what is the meaning of Tatpad. Let us read now. Jagato yadupadanam. 44th verse. Please raise the volume. Oh, acha this. I think better we can go other side. Jagato yadupadanam maya madaya tamasim nimittam shuddha sattvam tam uchyate brahma tadgira. If you remember, there was three kind of prakriti, SP, RP and TP. If you remember, a few days back we had. This Shuddha Sattva, the consciousness reflected in the Shuddha Sattva prakriti is called Ishwar. And the consciousness reflected in the Malin Sattva is called Jeev. That is called Rajogun. And the consciousness which is reflected in that Tamogun is called the Jagat, etc. will come out. Please note, it is not that it is like this. In one consciousness, all three are appearing. It's not that this is Ishwar, this is Jeev, this is Jagat. Don't separate like that. Our problem is that we everywhere visualize. When only one consciousness is there, and in that three kinds of prakriti are there, so in that only Ishwar is there, in that, so Ishwar will pervade the Jeev or not? ये सत्व है, ये मलिन रज्जु. It's not like that. Ishwar will pervade the Jeev. The Sattva-gun will pervade the Rajogun and pervade Tamogun, because the Tamogun is very small in quantity and Sattva-gun is very big in quantity. And therefore, Ishwar will pervade the Jeev also, Ishwar will pervade the Jagat also. Now, what is said here? Tamasim mayam adayak. Please note that Brahman alone has become or appearing as Prakriti or Maya. Maya is not totally different from the Brahman. Like my power of speaking is not totally different than me. When that Tamoguni Maya, which is nothing but the Brahman only, and this Tamoguni Maya is the Upadan Karan. And the Sattuguni Maya, the consciousness reflected in the Sattuguni Maya, is the Nimitta Karan. So the consciousness reflected in the Sattuguni Maya, which is called Ishwar, it is making the world by the Tamoguni Maya. So Upadan Karan, the Nimitta Karan is the Ishwar, and the Upadan Karan is also the Ishwar. अब देखो ये मैजिक देखो. And therefore, if you remember in Mundak, यथोर्णनाभि सृजते गृह्णते च यथा पृथिव्याम ओषधय संभवन्ति यथा पुरुषात् केशलोमानि तथा क्षरात् संभवति विश्वम. This example of a spider was given. That is, spider is the efficient cause and a spider is the material cause. Remember the material cause. Material cause is the one in which after losing the shape, object disappears. That is the material cause. Like the pot disappears into mud, then mud is the material cause. But that which gives shape to that material cause is called the efficient cause. Like the potter is the one which gives the shape to the art. Ornament, after I, supposing, dissolve the ornament, it will go back to the gold. So gold is a material cause and the Goldsmith is the efficient cause. Efficient cause is the one which gives shape. Material cause is the one in which the elements dissolve, shape dissolves. This body is there. Material cause is the 5 element and efficient cause is the karma. Your shape is different, mine is different. Animal shape is different. Devata shape. Who gave this shape? Our karma gave this shape. I hope you are clear. More or less, almost all places, material cause is different than the efficient cause. But one case is there where material cause and efficient cause both are same. So what is written? I hope this point is clear. I had already told this point. I am revising it. So this is called tamsim mayam upadaya. So see the word here. Tamsim mayam adaya. Adaya means taking. Taking the tamsi maya. And what happened? Jagatah upadanam upchate. This is called the material cause of the world. Now, second line. What second line says? Tam shuddha sattvam. Tam you can add here. Tam shuddha sattvam adaya. Taking the shuddha sat or the sattvic maya, the same Brahman is nimitta karan. Same Brahman is, I hope this point is clear. And therefore, here Brahma is Tadgira. Tadgira means Tattvamasi. The Tat word of that Tattvamasi Vak refers to the Ishwar. Which Ishwar? Who is the Nimitta Karan as well as the Upadana Karan. I hope this point is clear. Panchadashi Sanskrit, you have to little do some adjustment. So Shuddha Sattvam Prakriti is there. Here Shuddha Sattvam is Sattvic. So Sattvic Prakriti, in the reflection of the Sattvic Prakriti is called Ishwar, of the consciousness, and that is Nimitta Karan, and it creates the world. That means, in other words, Ishwar shows the world in itself. देखो कैसा मैजिक हो गया. Ishwar is, this is different than all philosophy. Ishwar is not making the world like the potter makes the pot. Ishwar is showing the world like the dream seer is showing the dream in itself. On itself only, it is showing the whole world. ठीक है ना? Why Shuddha Sattva should be there? Any answer? Why the Nimitta Karan should be having the Sattvic gun? To make one should be knowing it. Ghatagya ghatkarta ghatagya bhavitum arhati. If one is making the pot, he should know the pot details. How much mud to be taken, how much water to be taken, how much is the sunlight required. If somebody has to make this hall, you should have a total description of size, the way. So if somebody is making Brahman and bringing out of Jeev, then he should have all knowledge of all Jeev, all last kalp also he should have the knowledge. Understand? No? And therefore, Ishwar has to be along with Sattvagun. And not little Sattvagun, infinite amount of Sattvagun is required. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tav charjuna tan niham ved sarvani. खुलेआम बोल देंगे, I know everything. ठीक? And why tamoguni aspect of Maya should be there? For the Upadan Karan. Because the what is made is clearly seen as inert. It is seen as inert. So Maya itself is in two parts. One is the Shuddha Sattva Maya and other is the Tamsik Maya. And the Ishwar is now made the world. So this Tad word of Tattvamasi Mahavakya indicates Ishwar. Which Ishwar? Which is the Nimitta and Upadan Karan. I hope this point should be clear. Now let me go to the next verse. I am going very slowly so that you can understand. although we have seen whole Panchadashi, 10 chapter once. It is all recorded. You may have heard it also. But because it's a beautiful text, I thought of going through it. We will take all 10. Let's see. Wait. Don't. Okay. One chapter you will take, like Mangalacharan. Yes. We will see. Some people have so many questions, infinite questions there. So let us see the next verse, 45th shlok. Yada malina sattvam tam काम कर्मादिदूषिताम् आदत्ते तत्परं ब्रह्म त्वं पदेन तदोच्यते. Again, यदा मलिन सत्त्वां ताम् काम कर्मादिदूषिताम् आदत्ते तत्परं ब्रह्म त्वं पदेन तदोच्यते. You have to pronounce each and every letter distinctly. Don't eat because you had breakfast. Don't write yada malin zatnam tam. So don't chew any word. It should be distinctly pronounced, distinctly and clearly. Don't wobble and gobble. So it is said here, yada, because you are so silently speaking. So I cannot hear everything very properly. But I speak loudly, it will be wrong. Therefore, I do not disturb the class. Therefore, I keep low profile in chanting. So, yada. Otherwise, it will become like Dulamma. So, high confidence, wrong chanting. So, yada malina sattvam tam kam karmadi dushitam. Now, this is the Jeev. Remember that? Malin Satya word, if you remember, it had more of Rajogun, 80%, 90%, and Rajogun and Tamogun, and little of Satyagun. And second difference was, these gunas are controlling the Jeev. And Ishwar was controlling the gunas. So you have no control, I won't sleep for next 48 hours. You have no control. Well, I have now mastered, I will be in Satyagun for 24 hours. For 4 hours you will not be in Satyagun. Forget about 48. 1 hour also, you start yawning. Here you are very disciplined, but in the room when I see you, how you are sitting, well, how do you see in the room? I am my Divya Drishti. How do you stretch there? How you take a take? And how on the bed you are lying down? Every posture is full of laziness. Here I have to presentable, I have to be there. You have no control on gunas beyond the time. Only thing you can have, you can be detached from the gunas. But you cannot say that tamo guna won't come to me. I have conquered sleep. So I will be not sleeping for the next 48. Forget about it. Or I will have no rajogun, very difficult. Or I will not sattvagun, very difficult. They will call the shots. And then what is my role? You have to use them for their sadhana. You have to increase your sattvagun so that your decisions are not wrong. Your conclusions are not fallacious and biased and malicious. That much you can do. Therefore Gita says, Nitya Sattvastha. Traigunya Vishayo Vedaha Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna Nirdvandva Nitya Sattvastha Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. In second chapter it comes. So this is called Malin Sattva. Now Malin Sattva is there, but Ishwar will control all the Sattva. He is not sleeping. That Ishwar is fast asleep. For there is no sleep in the Ishwar. Tamogun is there little quantity, but Tamogun has no sway over Ishwar. Ishwar is not tamasic, neither is sattvic. Sattvagun appears, he sees that. In the pralaya also Ishwar is not sleeping. Why? Because he knows I am the self. This difference between Jeev and Ishwar. But here plant also sleeps. The animals also sleep. Human beings of course sleep. Or we have Rajogun is there, desire comes, passion comes, anger comes. So this is called Malin Sattvan. And therefore it is in Kam Karmadi Dushitam. It is contaminated by desire, action, Adi. Adi is Krodh, Lobh, Mad, Matsarya. All problems are there. Achha? And he is what is called. So that Brahman, when it is conditioned by these, then he is called Jeev. Or this is called Twampad. Twampad tada uchyate. Adatya means condition. So when the Brahman takes the condition of please note, not adjective. From the beginning I told, not adjective. If you make it adjective, whole purpose will be defeated. That means then you cannot leave your doership or your Rajogun and Tamogun. Then the self will be along with the adjective. And therefore it can never go into samadhi. Therefore it can never go to deep sleep, because in deep sleep you are non-doer. Adatya here means it takes the conditioning. So Param Brahma, then it is called Twampadena. The same Brahman is called Twampad in Tattvamasi. I hope you are clear by Tatpad and Twampad. Please note, Tatpad is the Ishwar, which is the Nimit and Upadan Karan. And Twampad is the Jeev, which is contaminated by the three gunas and its effect, the rebirth, action, doership, minus, I-ness, bundle of illusions it is taking. And transmigration. Then how do you equate Tattvamasi? How do you equate Tattvamasi? 46 verse. Tritaim apitam muktva paraspara virodhini akhandam satchidanandam mahavakyena lakshyate. Now, there are three aspects of Maya. Three taim, it is called three. And how are they? Mutually contradictory. Parasparam virodhini. Shuddha Sat Maya is full of Sattvagun. The Malin Sat is contaminated with Rajogun and Tamogun. And totally Tamasic Maya is not having that also. So all three aspects of Maya is mutually contradicting. One is very bright, other is very active and totally dull. These three are called the aspects of Maya or facets of Maya are there. Facets of Maya is there. Like you have a mirror, the face in the mirror appears in one mirror, your face appears very bright, much brighter than you are. So that is there. Other mirror is there, it is shaky slightly. Third mirror is very dull, you can't see properly anything. You have to really look into the mirror. And it is convex also, concave. It appears very big and distorted images there. Although you are the same. So this Maya, three aspects of Maya is like the three aspects of the mirror. I hope. So what is said here? Tri taim api tam muktva. If you remove these three mirrors, if you remove these three Mayas from Tat and Tvam, From tat, you remove sattvic maya. And from tvam, you remove malin sattva maya. You remove the aspects, then asi will be there. Then what is there? How they are equated? देखो ध्यान देना मेरी बात. Any equation is made. Supposing you say 5 is equal to 5. Something is very evident, then you don't need the equation. And something is totally illogical. 8 is equal to 6. You don't need the equation. Equation is needed when something is apparently not equal but logically equal. Like 8 minus 5 is equal to 2 plus 1. So when you say 8 minus 5 is equal to 2 plus 1, all of a sudden you get here big numbers are there, 8, 5, here only small number are there, 2, 1. How can that be equal? Then when you start thinking, no, 8 minus 5 is equal to 3 and 2 plus 1 is also, I think it is right. Equation, tat and tvam are 1. Asi is equal to. Equation is required only where you have an apparent contradiction, but it is the real oneness. So apparently when you say Ishwar is Jeev, it is totally a contradiction. Where is Ishwar, where is Jeev? Tat is Ishwar and Tam is Jeev. One is omniscient, I am alpiscient. I don't know spelling of omniscient also. One is omnipotent, I am not even having any power, alpipatent. One lifts mountain, Govardhan, I lifted bucket, I had a slip disc. One lifts on his small finger, the whole Govardhan, other can't lift his hand also. In Hara Nama Parvati, I can't lift my hand also. I have to do like that also. One knows all jivas, all birth. I don't know my history by this birth properly, I don't know. Simple calculation, if you ask 17 into 7, I don't know. Because I need calculator. 17 into 7, I don't know. 17 into 7. No, I think 139 something, I don't know. And there is there. He knows all birth. I don't know where is my liver. I don't know where is my brain, although it is not working. I don't know where is my lungs. How heavy is the lung? Heart is heavy, I understand. But how heavy is the lung? I don't understand. I don't know what is the size of kidney. Anything you ask, my ultimate answer is I don't know. Acha? What is the name of this flower? Chrysanthemum. Acha. Who brought it? That flower person must have brought. Where from? He has some garden is there. Acha, from that flower garden he has. In that flower garden, and tell me how many are petals in that? Well, I don't know. I have to count it. In that, but that person will know. No, the gardener also will know. In that flower plant, how many flowers are there? I don't know how many flowers are there. Who planted it first? I don't know. Any question. Ultimate answer is I don't know. What will you do today? I have planned it out. But are you sure you will do it? Yes. Are you sure? But what's the result of doing everything? I think it will be fine. You guess, I hope so. Sure, I don't know whether it will totally fine or not. Acha, you know what disease you will have in the future? I don't know. What are people thinking about you? I don't know what they think. They think anything. I cannot stop them. I only don't know sometimes what I'm thinking about. Any question. Where is this cloth from? In the market. No. Where is that thread come? Well, I don't know. This is Jiva. Ishwar is omnipotent. He knows everything. How can both be equal? They are equal only with the respect when you take out the conditioning called Shuddha Sattva from Tatpad and Malin Sattva from Tvampad. Both have same consciousness, Akhandam, Satchidanandam, and the consciousness is indicated, and this is called Bhagatyag Lakshan. You are taking a part and rejecting the other part. The irrelevant portion, if you remember, the incongruous elimination of the incongruous, that is called Tyag. So when Tat and Tvam are equated, it is not that literally I am not going to the Vachyarth. Direct meaning I am not taking, but I have rejected that part called Maya and Avidya. Malin Sat and Shuddha Sat, and taken the consciousness, and from that angle equal to is there. And equal to is not there from the angle of Upadhi. Please go. It is not equal from the angle of conditioning. There is no, it is like sun and the small lamp of firefly. Like firefly and sun can't be equal. Similarly, this Jeev's knowledge and Ishwar's knowledge cannot be equal. But the consciousness in both is same. And this is what is indicated by Mahavakyam. And the same thing is mentioned when you talk, he is that Devvatat. Soyam ityadi vakeshu virodha tat idantayoho tyagena bhagayoreka ashrayo lakshate yatha. 47th verse. One person was there, Devdatta. In my child I used to play with him. We used to call him DD, Devdatta. 9-year-old we were there. Very thin boy, very shy and very thin. Now he is 52, and I met him last time in Bombay. Very fat guy and very tall with the pan and with very bold and very vocal. He was never speaking like that. And he is so, he is a company manager. He said, Acha Swamiji, you are very nice to see you. Plus come in my house, have food, etc. So nice to see you. We used to play there. Remember that? I remember that. So I equated. But equated both. For equating Devdatta, we have to remove the thin bhag and the fat person. And after removing the thin and after removing the fat, what oneness is of that person, that is called Bhagatyaga Lakshan. When you remove that conditioning and this conditioning, and the essence of that person is only taken. Soyam ityadi vakyeshu virodhat. Because how can he be that boy? How can he be that boy? Tyagena bhagayoho ekam ashrayo lakshate yada. I hope this point is very, very clear. And therefore from this angle only Mahavakya Tattvamasi is mentioned. Maya vidye vihayaivam upadhi parajivayoho akhandam satchidanandam parabrahmaiva lakshyate. He is clarifying it and concluding this topic. This is Shravan going on. Now 49 to 52 is Manan. So now removing the upadhi of Maya and Avidya. Very clear. Upadhi, it is Dvivachan. Par and Jivayo, between Paramatma and Jivat. Then what remains? Akhandam Satchidanandam Parabrahma Eva Lakshate. And this is the indicative meaning. How I am not a part of the world. I am the self in which millions of times Pralaya Srishti has happened. I am untouched. Like this, many bodies have come in me, like dream bodies come. I am not touched, I am not in a body. So this is the Shravan. From tomorrow, we will see Manan. The topic will be little subtle. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।